The book that I chose for this reading log um, biography was Some Writer, The Stories of E.B. White. And I chose this one because, like everybody else, I think E.B. White and his books that I have seen have really played an influence on me um, and my literature in my childhood. So I chose this one. This was a really long book to get done for a reading log, but it was still very good. It talked about in the beginning how E.B. White was, sad when all of his family started to go away and he was the last kid left. And he went on some traveling trips with his friend Cush, and Cush eventually came back home. E.B. White did not, landed a job at a newspaper. Didn't work out. He got laid off. He didn't like his job anyway because he didn't like being told what to write. He wanted to write what he wanted to write, why he wanted to write it. Um, he also, um, eventually moved back to New York, met his wife, Catherine, who was his editor, married her. They had a family. He had a love for dogs. He loved Maine. He loved sailing. Um, how Stuart Little came about. His wife was editing children's books, and then he got a letter asking him to write a children's book. So he sent Stuart Little, and then Charlotte's Web came about because they lived on a farm and their animals were very well taken care of. And his pig died, got sick. He tried to make it better, didn't happen. Vet came out, died. He had a dog named Fred who died shortly after the pig. So then he wanted to write a book about, animals being saved and being happy on the farm. His wife finally died in 1997 due to health complications. He was so distraught that he couldn't go to the funeral. But before that, he had retired, semi-retired. He was still editing, and he moved to Maine, which he had loved that state for many, many years and always, would go on these trips there by himself. She was when his wife Catherine died, he was so upset that he couldn't attend the funeral, but one of his poems were read. In 1982, his eyes started failing him. He could no longer edit. So he had to give up his career and he started working on letters of E.B. White. This was a long book, but it was really good. I really think the students would enjoy it. And one of my favorite parts of the book is how there's actual little snippets of the letters and stuff in there that were from E.B. White himself. So, very good read. I would recommend it for students. Thank you.